Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, One Stop Solution for Commerce. So first of all, I would like to wish you a very happy Diwali. And today's topic is bail-in, bail-out. So what is bail-in and what is bail-out? What are these two concepts, very complex concepts, which are actually used in our financial institutions or in the financial, these are two financial topics. So let's discuss it. Let's break down these complex topics into simpler ones with the help of examples. First, let's understand what is bailout. So when our financial institutions or our banks like SBI or any other public sector unit banks, public sector banks or private sector banks, if they run out of money or if they are bankrupted, then if they do not have money to provide loans to the customers, then how can they run the banks or how can our economy run? In that stage, they need some money, they need some funds in order to get back to their original position. So if the economy is in a very bad condition, then from where can the banks get the money from? Since the people are not investing the money, since they are not getting any additional funds from outside countries, so what can the situation give rise to? The situation can give rise to that banks do not have sufficient funds or they are at a position where there is no money in their hands to provide loans to the customers. So even when they take loans from RBI or they take loans from other institutions, so they have to repay back the loan as well. And if they are not being able to repay back the loan at time, then that will be a very big problematic situation for our economy. So what will be done in order to bring those banks which have been bankrupted in their original position? So according to bailout, the concept of bailout says that if this kind of situation arises in an economy or if the bank suffer from this kind of problems that is running out of funds, then the government in that place can come for their rescue. The government can inject funds into that banks and take them out of that problematic situation. Now, how the banks can get back to their original situation is by infusing the funds from the central government or from the government. Now that is called bailout. But a new concept which has been coined in G20 summit in Cannes, that is in France. So in G20 summit, all the global 20 powerful economies, they have suggested or they have placed one new concept in order to take the banks out of this crisis so that the government will not take much of headache. So what is that concept known as? That concept is known as bail-in. Now this concept bail-in, we need to understand it because this is going to create a big trouble. We deposit our money in the banks. Now in case if the banks run out of money, under bailout, who rescues them? The government comes and rescues them. But under bail-in, what will be the situation? The money that we deposit in the bank, our money, that's our money, that's my money. And I have just kept it in the bank and the bank can run or they can keep my funds and they can provide loans to other consumers as well and they can earn interest and they have to provide me the interest for me keeping that amount in their bank. Now what will my fund or what will my deposit happen? What will happen to my deposits? In case of bail-in, if the banks suffer from those kind of economic crisis, if they suffer from bankruptcy, then under bail-in, my deposits will be used without my consent. Without my consent, my deposits will be snatched by the bank in order to take them out of that problematic situation. So this is a very big troublesome concept for the consumers. If I have a bank account in SBI and say I have deposited my hard-earned money, that is 1 lakh, 2 lakh or whatever the sum may be. I have invested that 10 lakh rupees and I have invested heavily and I have invested only in one bank. And on the 10 lakh rupees, I get return on my investment, that is on savings account. Now if that kind of situation arises with SBI, if they suffer from any financial crisis, then how can they get out of that situation? That is by using my fund. That is, they will seize my 10 lakh rupees and they will just provide me a message. That is, even without my consent, they will use my money to get themselves out of that trouble. And what will I be suffering from? I will be suffering from that. The problem will be that I will not be able to take my own funds or collect my own funds. The deposits that belongs to me, even I cannot withdraw my own money. So that situation or that concept is known as bail-in, where the government imposes some kind of pressure on the consumers. The consumers, since we deposit money with the bank, we earn interest. So the government says that under bail-in, the consumers, since they get interest out of the amount that is deposited in the bank, they should get the losses as well. They should share the losses as well. So as a part of sharing the losses, my deposits will be taken or snatched by the banks. This is known as bail-in. This is going to create a very big problem. And this bail-in concept is under the new bill that was introduced on 27th August 2017 by NDA government, which is known as FRDI bill. So this is a bill which was passed in Lok Sabha on 27th August. But due to certain controversies that are there with issues like bail-in, this bill is not being able to transform itself into an act. So this concept, this is the need of the hour for every one of us to know the effects or health or the hazards that are associated with bringing or if we table this bail-in concept, then what are the hazards that we are going to face? So we should know about it and we should try to not to support it actually. So this is all about bail-in and bail-out. So bail-in is going to create a very big problematic situation if it is brought in, or if the FRDI bill is converted into an act, it is going to create a very big problematic situation. Now I would like to share one incident that has taken place last month, that is with the PMC Bank, Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. And in that bank, the customers who have kept deposits, their money was seized, their money was snatched even without their consent. And now the persons who have deposited hugely in PMC Bank, they are not being able to withdraw their own money. So there has been a limit that is framed by RBI that you can take 1,000 only for the 6 months. For 6 months period, you can withdraw only 1,000 rupee. So what will happen? What will happen to those families who are badly in need of money? Because they have deposited their entire amount in PMC Bank. Now as a result of PMC Bank suffering from some kind of problematic situation, how did they come to their original place, or how did they bring back to the original situation? By using the customer's money. So this concept is known as bail-in. So this bail-in concept should be opposed by each one of us in order to keep our money safe and in a protected manner. So this is all about the bail-in concept, and hopefully I wish that all of you have understood what I want to convey through this bail-in concept, which is a very emerging concept, and all of us should try to actually know in depth what bail-in is all about, and I have just tried to convey you that message. Now it depends on all of us actually how we take it. Either we oppose it or either we support it. So if we support it, if we oppose it, just place the comments below and share your opinions regarding the bail-in and bail-out concept and what the government should do regarding this bail-in. Should they bring it or should they stop it there? So that's all from my side. Thank you, and once again I wish you a very happy Diwali. So play safe, burn less crackers, and light more earthen lamps. So promote earthen lamps.